can go fishing.
Oh, Dean.
Yes, James. Aren't you glad you
God,
asked
we're
us?
doomed. Please tell us about the time that you began a new Protestant Reformation for the cunning use of prune juice. You're next.
And
Do you know mine is?
So,
I'd like to remind you of my job is.
so,
PG-13.
okay, say this again. I created a new Protestant Reformation.
For the cunning use of prune juice.
Prune juice.
You know
Okay.
the story.
That's fine.
Warrior's
that's
I know the
wonderful.
story.
The other way.
It was a
I've got some cunning
I
plan.
was giving you like intellectual,
Okay.
you know.
So, as all good stories start,
Barrett.
long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away, no stuff, there I was.
No, that's what I was thinking.
No kidding, there I was.
No kidding, there I was.
I was sitting alone in my apartment, as I often do.
With a goat.
Neutered goat.
And Zeppelin parts.
Blow up neutered goat.
And Zeppelin parts.
Half neutered goat.
And lemmings.
covered in manure.
Oh no, already.
Sit. You caused this. You like sit. Sit. So,
Good boy.
I was sitting there in my home, minding my own business with my half-neutered goat.
Challenge.
Oh God, already? Already?
It was my house.
Okay, yeah, it was your house. I was sitting alone by myself in Gypsy's apartment,
Like you do.
like I do, because Tim was actually at work, and
think I
was just sit. You caused this. You don't get to do that. Sit there. Sit there. Sit. Stay there. Think about what you get in the corner. Get in the corner. Think about what you did.
Good boy.
You
Now-
did cause this.
Don't you people awe
So
him.
I
No,
was-
no, this is his fault.
You rocked that, thank you.
I was sitting in Gypsy's apartment by myself with a half-neutered goat. Why Gypsy kept a half-neutered goat in her apartment, I will never know.
It's another story for later. It was Adam's.
Just keeping it from professors.
But I
Typical Friday.
God, can I
You can't even get a story out for crying out.
you know.
Fine.
Okay.
I suppose that was worth $1.
So I was sitting in Gypsy's home with her half-neutered goat because, well,
I don't know if you can tell.
let's say it was goat cleaning day,
Wow. Okay.
and she pays me to clean her goat because neither her nor her husband have time to do it themselves. Shut
Money.
up, sit down.
Money's on the dresser.
Money's on the dresser.
No. So.
Stop it.
Does this story have a happy ending?
Define happy.
Very happy. So, as I'm sitting there flipping through the channels after a hard day of half-neutered goat cleaning, I sit there and I stop at the channel, and it's that weird channel that you really don't acknowledge too often. It's the one where they have all the religious preachers on there, and they sit there and they talk about, well, I really don't know what it is, because I usually watch it on mute.
Is it that one channel that survived the transfer to digital?
It did actually. So I'm sitting there watching this on mute and making up words like I often do. And I'm realizing that my words make more sense than these people. That I could probably create my own religion. The only thing I would have to do
Just publish a science fiction magazine?
Just get rid of those goats.
Alright, is that a challenge, sir?
Make
You
it official.
decided to publish a science fiction magazine.
I did decide to publish a science fiction magazine and start my own religion.
Through it.
Why
Through it.
not? Everyone else does.
Yes.
Hey, there's
So-
a
So as
lucky
I'm sitting there,
business
I'm thinking to myself, okay, what's the best way to convert people to this, to sort of get them to cleanse themselves of their old ways, to sort of pass through the times that they have suffered and their hardship, and how I could help them sort of move on.
Yes, Big Bird, tell us.
Like you help goats.
And so what I realized was
No Star Trek.
that I actually had a 55-gallon drum that was once used for something. I forget what it was, but it was in Gypsy's house. And
Everything is eventually.
Are you hiding bodies again?
No, that's the calamine
Calamine
lotion.
lotion.
Yeah. So she had this 55-gallon
And
drum,
you're
and
not
I was like,
following
you know what? I could actually use this. And I looked out behind Gypsy's apartment, and I saw her.
Severed torso.
No, because she's right there.
Oh,
We
take
put
it
it back
back.
There
together
are
again, it's
surgeons.
They haven't done that trick yet. Or at least-
No, I'm not letting him do that trick.
We
thank
keep
you.
him in the garage
He keeps
anyway.
trying to suggest we
Wait.
do that trick, but no.
So
Wait, isn't Wick around here? Can't he?
let's not. Let's let him recuperate.
Kids.
So
Kids.
as
Kids.
I was contemplating what to put in this 55-gallon drum so that it can cleanse people of their sins and give them a huge release from their burdens.
Yeah, challenge.
What?
Didn't you put manure in that 55-gallon drum?
I did it first, and then I realized it was a really bad idea. Because manure apparently drives people away. So then I took a gander at Gypsy's backyard, and I realized her neighbor had this lovely, lovely garden that grew nothing but plums. And most of you don't know, but plums are the beginning of prunes. And
Is that what it is?
I
They're like baby.
exactly. So what I did was
time.
I actually harvested her plums, turned them to prunes, and then actually put the prune juice after I'd cleaned it from the manure.
Wait, literally or symbolically? Just checking.
Both.
Okay.
After I had cleansed this drum of the manure that had been in it previously, because everyone knows you have to clean your manure before you can actually enjoy the prune juice. And I filled it with prune juice, and I went to the corner of Moody Street in Maine, if you've ever been to Waltham,
Oh.
and ended up creating a new. What I did was I asked people what sort of religion they were fond of, and they said Protestantism. And I was like, okay, I have no idea what that means, but sure, whatever. And through that, I reformed the Protestant Church in Waltham, Massachusetts.
Challenge.
God, really, what?
No, you didn't. You just started GKE.
Is that even a real challenge?
What is that?
Could be,
A fraternity or something?
Well, guess what? I'm not Jeff.
This week.
This week.
This week.
This week. So actually, what ended up happening was I had started to reform the Protestant religion, starting on a street corner with a 55-gallon drum of prune juice. And through that clever use of the prune juice, I created my own religion!
Amen.
And a life
God save the Queen!
That cup's empty again.
His God
Didn't you
saves
also
the
create a
queen.
life form at the same time? New life form.
Oh God.
That was actually when I checked